entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here? Is this not why you are here?
My resurrection come.
Is this what you came for?
The devil's testing me, the Lord is blessing me, my enemies.
Are you not entertained?
I ain't playing no games, I'm coming out of my grave, my resurrection come.
Is this what you came for?
The devil's testing me, the Lord is blessing me, my enemies.
Are you not entertained?
I ain't playing no games, I'm coming out of my grave.
Old man sleeping, new preacher breathing. The falling in the dark on a mission, steadily seeking the life of this walking target. Cause I found a meaning, so I put the souls to the paved concrete beating. A light in the tunnel's what I'm seeing, so I'm running. Power principalities ducking. Hot shots coming from the Glock of the first known hater. But I'm fresh out the water, I'm a born gladiator. Spear bumping 9, getting swole with the fate. Yeah, that iron sharpened 9, so I roll with my jakes. Standing bold in this estate, getting ready for the next one. Spirit got me armored up, chest full of Teflon. Holding on my blessed son, keeping what he's showing me. Praying to the Father that I'm living where his glory be. On the right path, learning only from the holy tree. Waiting for the day he give me power and authority.
My resurrection come.
Is this what you came for?
The devil's testing me, the Lord is blessing me, my enemies.
Are you not entertained?
I ain't playing no games, I'm coming out of my grave, my resurrection come.
Is this what you came for?
The devil's testing me, the Lord is blessing me, my enemies.
Are you not entertained?
I ain't playing no games, I'm coming out of my grave. The fraudulence, living life as a Sadducees, got no tolerance. You are not of his majesty. It's autonomous, Hellenistic, no Romulus. See the casualties, you focus on them phylacteries. Now they battle me, got spirits in they membrane here to rattle leave. Snakes glitching in the same lane, now I rather squeeze. You have baffled me, trying to take away my crown, and you fighting valiantly. I never went lurking for trouble, the priest working. We agree to hustle, to retreat a muscle. Fetch the armor, Satan shooting, make me a target. I am off the market, will not worship harlots. I seen trouble with all the schemes. Not a Muslim like Malcolm, but get it by any means. You can go after your dreams, but I'm shooting for the promises. Eternal is my theme. My resurrection come.
Is this what you came for?
The devil's testing me, the Lord is blessing me, my enemies.
Are you not entertained?
I ain't playing no games, I'm coming out of my grave, my resurrection come.
Is this what you came for?
The devil's testing me, the Lord is blessing me, my enemies.
Are you not entertained?
I ain't playing no games, I'm coming out of my grave come.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Yo, your 4-4, man. Must go get in the building. Yeah, we just wrapped up Daddy's Calling video. Y'all be on the lookout for that, man. We're in Norcross, Georgia right now, Atlanta, Georgia area. July 7th, we'll be back, man. It's going down, the biggest, man, that you done seen yet. 3MG Music present F3 Friend Fest, man. They know they had to call them Trench Brews. You know they had to call Mr. Musco. Get in there, man. Your 4104, we in there. I need y'all to pull up 3mgmusic.com. Go get your ticket, man. Let it rock out. Black folk, we always late, but you can't be late, man. It's all day, 2 to 9, man. Let's ride. Yeah.
Coming from the next lane.
Where you gon' go? How you gon' grow if you don't make no change? You can stay the same, try the same thing, but that's insane. At war with yourself, I don't know why I wreck my brain. Y'all not gon' change still, I rep that change. Cause where you gon' go? How you gon' grow if you don't make no change? You can stay the same, try the same thing, but that's insane. At war with yourself, I don't know why I wreck my brain. Y'all not gon' change still, I rep that change. Never backwards, another page, another chapter. I'm just chasing what I'm after. While you're waiting, I'ma catch it. How you hating with a passion? better places for your passion. Don't be the cause of distractions, like the law of attraction was. As above, so below, that's for I know that I was chose. We them people, that's without a doubt, that was a secret, but now it's out, cause I won't keep it. I hope you peep it when the time is right, receive it. I'm no teacher, no, I'm no preacher, but like the stars, I'm trying to reach it. I'ma treat you like my own, I got a calling. I was born to put you on it, if you want it, off the corner, if you want it. Any moment could be the moment, y'all see me going up. I'm just warming up, I'm more mature than trying to pull a foreign up. I'm more concerned what I can pull in foreign exchange. It's where you gon' go, how you gon' grow if you don't make no change. You can stay the same, try the same things, but that's insane. At war with yourself, I don't know why I wreck my brain. Y'all not gon' change still, I rap that change. Cause where you gon' go, how you gon' grow if you don't make no change. You can stay the same, try the same things, but that's insane. At war with yourself, I don't know why I wreck my brain. Y'all not gon' change still, I rap that change. People said I could be great, I don't think that's a mistake, no. I accept it as my fate, hope y'all respect I had to change though. Hope y'all respect I had to change though. Used to want respect put on my name, like the one that gave us Lil Wayne, like I used to wanna be the nigga pull up in that thing, right? Got a mission, try to get you niggas see the damn light. Listen, it's the realest shit you hear your whole damn life. They sit in front of 12 and let them tell it you a ham, Mike. Identity, that's your enemy, what kind of friend to do that? Took from your home and you cannot go back, not a figure of speed, that's a literal fact. Our fathers ain't show us no love, this shit whack. Our mama don't know it's no more and it hurts. I get it though cause it's part of the curse. I heard this beat put my heart in a verse. That's where you gon' go, how you gon' grow if you don't make no change. You can stay the same, try the same things, but that's insane. At war with yourself, I don't know why I wreck my brain. Y'all not gon' change still, I rap that change. Cause where you gon' go, how you gon' grow if you don't make no change. You can stay the same, try the same things, but that's insane. At war with yourself, I don't know why I rack my brain. Y'all not gon' change still, I rap that change.
Yo, we are back. Shalom, brother. How are you, man? Can't hear you. It did it again to you, huh? Yeah, we would like to welcome you, though, to the Truth Be Told Flex podcast. I'm your host here, Yeshua Judah. We got Ben Ayob, also known as Ayob Ben Yahoo in the house. We got Benat Shalahaya as well. We back for another week. I want to thank everybody who is here with us present right now. Like I say, we would not be anything without you guys. And we got, as just like the sun coming up in the east and setting in the west on time, we got our sister Delta in the house.
Shalom. Oh, I like that picture, y'all. That's cute.
I did it.
I love it.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Look at Ayo bald head in the middle.
Ben Ayob.
I love it. Shalom, everybody. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, we're glad you can make it, Sister Delta. How you been, lady?
Been good. I've been busy. I got to get my time management together.
Man, what are you talking about? That's why I sent you that one text earlier in the week. Told you apologize, man. I've been stretched. It's crazy, man. It's like time done sped up or something, and it's like we don't have enough time in the day to get nothing done. By the time you look up, it be all over.
Them days getting shortened. That's what's going on.
Oh.
Yep. I believe it. Ayob, I see that you got sound now, man. How are you doing?
Can you hear me
brother?
now? All right,
Yes,
I'm doing
sir.
great. Good to see you, Sister Delta. Good to see you, Banaf Salahaya. Good to see you, Truth Be Told Flex podcast family that gave me my mic back. So now Ben Ayob is back in the building. Ben Ayob.
Hello, sis.
Shalom, Sister Delta. How are you?
I am well.
See what I'm rocking?
I do. I see you rocking that thing. Be the light. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, did y'all see that eclipse when it glowed in the dark?
Nah, you in Dallas. You know, we didn't get it like that here. So I mean, it didn't even get dark here in Houston.
Yeah, it didn't get nothing here. That's crazy.
I actually saw the eclipse, we had enough overcast that I was able to look up at it without shades and saw it. I took pictures of it, but
boy, you ain't
it
look at that
didn't
thing
get
with no
dark.
shades, did you?
Man, I looked at it. I was like,
yeah, but there was a point. There was a time. What they call it, the totality part. That part, you didn't need no glasses.
You didn't need glasses, right?
That was the part for me that I was like, atheist my ass right now.
I heard it was nice for those who were actually in the totality part of it. I heard it was nice.
The sky glue in the dark. The Most High said, "There's no one but me."
Come on, come on now.
The sky glue in the dark, y'all. I was
glowing.
It was a life-changing experience for me. I'm really trying to work on my temper because I'm really trying to make sure that I get into the kingdom.
Oh man.
It was to see that sky glow in the dark the way that it did, and I couldn't take a picture of it because my camera wasn't gonna capture what it was.
It wasn't doing justice.
Yeah, it was like a neon light.
Wow.
And where our house is, we had the perfect view. Like it was. He's a powerful, mighty one.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I kind of hate that. You know that my wife and I, we should have took that trip on north.
Y'all should have came with us. We kicked it. You know what I'm saying?
They out there.
She said it sounded like they had an eclipse party. You had an eclipse party?
We got a little bit.
Just a little bit.
You know, anything with Sister Delta is a party.
Right.
Oh man.
Oh yes, but shout out to Ayo. Looking at your shirt just instantly made me think about that glow in the dark sky.
Right. So it was about that color. So you could see the glow of the sun while the moon was hiding it.
Yes. It was like a ring around the moon, and it was neon blue.
Yeah.
It was light neon blue for like a whole minute.
Wow.
Then y'all, when it was complete, when it didn't get dark, it just got like maybe it was like 8:00 at night.
Okay.
But nature kicked in. We didn't hear nothing but crickets.
Yeah, that's what they said. The zoo animals were affected by. It was night. Yeah.
Everything got confused real quick. For that time, it was like nature was like, "Whoa, okay." The crickets was like, "Oh, it's time to get up," but it really wasn't. And then the temperature changed. It got cold a little bit. It got a little chilly. It was a little chill for a little bit.
Wow. Only the Most High, man.
And then whatever they tried to do with the clouds to mess it up, or whatever they tried to do with their little stuff shooting it didn't work.
Right.
That thing glue in the dark. The Most High came in.
That's awesome.
He let his people know I didn't. I'm here.
Yeah.
I had one slightly different take on the animals and how they responded. I don't think the animals are confused. I think they're just obedient.
Facts. That's a good way to put it.
That's
They know what they're supposed to do when the Most High speaks. They respond in the way they're supposed to.
Excellent perspective.
Most High said, "I have everybody out here sleep."
Because exactly. We the only something that's disobedient when it comes to nature. They do what they supposed to do and how they supposed to do it. And when I got to reading the extra books and started understanding that the sun could go off course if it decided to, and that the ocean could go off course if it decided to, I was like, wait a minute, man, there's really something wrong with us. There's something wrong with us, man. Yeah.
Wow.
But all praises, we could probably stay on that forever. I don't know how we gonna work this here. I'm going to turn it over to the production manager, and we're gonna let it be done.
Well, I don't have any announcements per se. Sister Delta is here. She's all the announcement we need, so I'm gonna let her do what she does, and hopefully I have some stuff I can throw up there that'll register with what she is speaking to. So, Sister Delta, I'm gonna kick it to you for a minute.
Okay. So first of all, I want to make sure that everybody knows that the March issue of the Light Hebrew magazine is still up with our brother Ayob and Yahoo. And our sister Leia Yahoo on the cover. It is going down. This is one of my favorite issues. It really captured a lot of memories and a lot of things that happened. You just had to be there. You know what I mean? So yeah. And if you want that in that hard copy that Ayob just sent, you can go to our website. You know, the website is tlhmagazine.net. Please visit our urban inspirational music section. That is where you will find some of the hottest Israelite artists and the ways to connect to them so you can book them, because the artist that's on my website is bookable. The artists that are on my website are fire and professional. You're not going to get any issues when you book any of those artists that are on our inspirational music section. We also have merch on there. So make sure you guys, if you want to support the business, go on to tlhmagazine.net. Next up, we got F3 Fest.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to the House of Monologue Magana, 3MG team over there, out there in Atlanta. It is up. It is up. When I tell y'all, we are in the background.
That's nice.
And Monologue is doing so much this year for the event. There's going to be so many activities. There's going to be so much going on that whole weekend. So if you are able, come out. Make sure that you guys are there for the whole weekend, because it is going to be up. We is going to kick it. We is outside on July 7th. We got we got Hezekiah. We got Paisley. We just added Big Homie Yurt. It is really going to be something. And yes, sis, thank you, because we definitely need 3MG team members. We need volunteers to be servers. We need all of that stuff that sis has listed right there. You know, we need people to help us clean up, people to help us set up, people to watch us over the kids zone. You know, it's going to be a lot of little brews running around, and that does not mean that the parents are able to drop their kids off in the kids zone. Let me get that clear right now.
Explain, sis, explain.
And take your time so it could be understood.
The kids zone is going to be filled with entertainment stations, games, prizes, bouncy houses, and yes, there will be attendance there, but that is not a daycare for you to drop your kids off and you to be gone off somewhere watching performances, eating somewhere, your kids run around hungry, need to go to the bathroom, being bad. We're not having
it. Hey, don't forget you got kids.
Don't be out here like y'all single or just newlyweds.
And a daddy, you still got kids.
Blues out here like they newlyweds.
Don't be over there, on the frozen drinks, forgetting that you came as a family. That's
right.
You know what I'm saying? So yes, we need kids zone attendants to help us oversee and assist the parents in watching the kids. We need servers. We need security. We need everything that you could think of. And if you can't make the event, but you still want to give back, you can always make a donation to the F3 staff. I'm telling you, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars are going into this event, just like it did last year. So we can see where the money's going. We know what the brother is going to do with the money. If you don't feel comfortable donating money, you can donate supplies. You can get with the brother and figure out how you can make an order online at Walmart and have it delivered to the office location. You can figure out how you can buy some supplies and have somebody bring. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We can always figure out a way that you can help with this event. This is a record-breaking Israelite event. We are expecting thousands of Israelites to come this year. We need vendors. We need y'all to go and pre-buy the tickets. You know what I'm saying? There's early bird sales going on right now, and he is going to cut those early bird sales off. What's that saying? He just started saying, get it at the dough, it's gonna be mo. That's what he's been working with.
Dig it.
It's gonna be mo at the dough for sure. So make sure that you guys pre-buy your tickets. There's family packages on there. There's sponsorship opportunities. Like you see, you can purchase a stage banner, get your business some exposure. This is the time where Israelites get to show up and show out. There's going to be a lot of brews there. That means there's going to be people that relate to you, people that want to support you, people that may not, you think you're popular on social media, but you're really not. A lot of people do not know you. A lot of people don't know me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's real. Like, if you're really serious about your business, this is the type of event that you go ahead and, take a chance on and invest in yourself figure out how you can advertise, figure out how you can get shout outs, figure out how you can be a vendor. You know what I mean? It's really going up. It's really a righteous event. And we're just looking forward to it. Now, if you're a beat maker, if you're a producer, if you make beats, submit to be a part of the beat battle. We still need producers to be. That is going to be fun. That is going to be very exciting. That's another activity that's going on at F3. If you make beats, if you are a beat producer, contact us through the email, submit some beats so you can be a part of the beat battle. And that's really all I got, y'all. That's all.
What do the winner of the beat battle receive?
There is definitely going to be a big, I think he said like a helmet stuff and a trophy. So they're going to be giving away. Yeah. And last year they was giving away a lot of stuff. That was another thing that you just have to be there. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to come because they gave away like 2 TVs last year.
Okay.
During a raffle. Yeah, shout out to the real yeah, she was giving out TVs. They're gonna be giving out cash prizes. We're gonna be doing musical chairs for adults. You know what I'm saying? I can designate one of those bouncy houses for adults. So it's really up. There's gonna be many prizes and raffles and games going on. So yeah.
Right.
We'll know the next time.
This is not going to be your average barbecue. Okay.
Absolutely.
This is not going. Yeah, exactly. This is going to be a family reunion. The Hebrews, and I love it. Every time they say we're going to be outside.
Be outside.
I understand that. Yeah, we're going to be outside. Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
And it's going to be hot. My family, and it's going to be hot. Last year, we had a lot of trees and shade, and we were on water. This year, we're on a football field. It's going to be hot. There will be free water provided. There's no outside food and drinks allowed to come in, but there will be free water provided. And the food is really reasonable priced. It's really, really reasonable priced food. So, get your arrangements together. We also have block discount hotels. So if you know that you're coming to F3 and you're interested in staying in some of those choice hotels, we have 2 of them. Hit that email so that you can get the link. Those are going to be discounted. It is going to be 4th of July weekend. So a lot of things in that area be up. So, a discount could be needed. Reach out.
They jack the prices up just because it is a holiday.
Yep. But listen though, that food last year was banging. If y'all didn't get some of them chicken wings, and listen, I had one of them Mono and them burgers. I named it Mono and them burgers. Listen, all I had on that joint was mustard. All I had on it was mustard, y'all. Mustard, cheese, bread, meat.
Right,
and that joint was going to like 3.5 bites.
Okay.
Mono and them.
It was like, and that's it. We can look forward to that too. The specialty burgers, the specialty desserts, the big turkey heads everybody was walking around with. And you got to be at the event on time because people, it's just like anywhere else. Everybody gonna come and order everything up.
Right. So right. And can't be mad when the food is gone because you late.
Yeah.
So again, sis is saying, black folk, don't get there at 3:30.
Don't be on CP time.
Be leaving the parking lot by 1:30.
Yep.
To be in the building, on the field at 2.
Right.
Don't be showing up at no 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Find your little spot. You know what I'm saying? Get comfortable. Go get your food. Go get get your kids situated. Figure out where the bathroom is so you can get ready to kick it because showtime started at 3.
So you're talking about the main event as well. And I heard you say earlier that this is going to be all weekend. What's going on Friday night? Could you give us a schedule artillery for the weekend?
I definitely can. So Friday night, there's going to be like a unity camp thing going on where Monologues Camp Spirit of Field Israel, they're going to be hitting the streets, passing out flyers, not hitting the corner, hollering, but they're going to be hitting the streets, passing out flyers, talking to people about the word and different things that's going on. Then that evening, there's going to be a first fruits feast that Friday night. And then Saturday morning, there's going to be a Sabbath class with Monologues Congregation Spirit-Filled Israel. And then that evening, there's going to be the playoffs kickoff party. And it's kind of like a meet and greet. There's going to be
Are these in different areas? Well, I know when they hit in the streets, that's in different.
Yeah, now about the streets part, monologue gonna have to tell y'all about the locations and stuff for that. I know that the Saturday event and the Sunday event, all of that stuff is coincide about 15-20 minutes apart in that Atlanta area.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, everything's pretty much gonna be close. And those host hotels are 10-15 minutes away from everything right there. There's Walmart.
That was gonna be my next question too. Are the hotels close too? Okay, then cool.
Absolutely, the hotel.
Well, all praises. I know Mono. I know right now Mono probably not getting a whole lot of sleep, trying to get this here prepared. He was on live just the other night, talking to the people. You know what I'm saying about what's needed and what's going on. But you know it's going to be real exciting. But the Most High bless to say the same. The house of Shia Yeshub Judah shall be there. You know, so
I can't wait for everybody to kick it, y'all.
We need to come that way anyway. You know, it's been a minute since we've been to Atlanta, Georgia.
Come out my way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come out my way.
Come out to the Ben Yayo way. Yeah. We flying, bro. Y'all be doing that drive. I don't know how y'all do it, man.
Hey, I told Malcolm, you know, Malcolm don't like to fly, but I told Malcolm these knees and ankles. I don't know how much. I don't know how many more miles. Right, boy. I don't know how many more. Y'all, I be getting out gas station, be limp. I be like, yeah, I be making all kind of noise. They be like, damn, you okay? I be like, yeah.
You got to get on the plane, sis. Malcolm.
Yeah, there you go.
Plane, sis.
Gotta get on the plane. She won't do it.
Hey, after tonight's show, she may not.
She may not.
Nope. Again. She said she ain't getting on no plane and she ain't wearing no glasses. That's what she ain't gonna do.
She ain't gonna wear no glasses.
Just know my wife. I be having to get on all the time. Put your glasses on. Put your glasses on, baby. Where them glasses at?
It's all right, Malcolm. I was in denial for a long time.
This sister was in denial, do you? I'm like, baby, just put your glasses on. Be looking at me like she mad at me because she can't see. Just put your glasses on.
Right. I'll be like, baby, read this for me.
You being messy.
I'm too nosy not to have my glasses on now.
Man, what you talking about? Hey, I got glasses in every room in the house. Do you hear me? That's how you know you're old.
I need to know if you frowning or smiling or what. I don't know. I can't.
When we were at the Drippy Silk, I came in with my shades on and I had them on inside the deal. I had to tell like, I said, these prescribed. I said they prescribed.
Look, sis, he seen me already looking. I was like, you got them looks on. Can you see them eyeballs?
Hey, I got shade glasses for the glasses.
You ain't gonna be not able to see. You got to see.
I gotta see.
Yes, indeed.
I gotta see and look cool. Yeah.
Right. Multitasker.
Exactly.
That's too cool.
Yes, indeed.
That's funny, man.
But all praises, Delta. We really do appreciate you dropping by. We will see you the same time next month.
Okay.
Got a question for you for your dip.
Okay.
Did you enjoy the listening part, the Jamil the Trunk ride?
It was turned up. It was lit up in there. Do you hear me?
Yeah,
Facebook was lit. Jamil and Jay came together and did their thing. It was like that was a mixtape for our generation.
Yeah.
That was everything that I know I grew up listening to. It took me back. You know what I'm saying? It made me be thankful because I was sneaking out of windows, doing all kinds of stuff when that stuff was out, y'all.
What you talking about? What
we said.
And it was so something with the beat. And I said, no, we didn't. Oh,
how many times did you have to catch yourself and say, but wait a minute, hold up.
Wrong song.
Right.
Shout out to Jamil.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Y'all did y'all thing. And I love it because it is unique. Yeah. No one in Israel is really doing that right now. They're doing mixtapes, but they're doing like the new age mixtapes. They're not old school. He went with the old school
storytelling.
Hosting it. It put me, you know, back in the day when DJ Drama was first coming out and he was hosting everybody's tapes. You know what I'm saying? That's where it took me back to. So yes,
say man, Jamil was one song away from me recording that thing on a cassette and start dubbing it and getting in the back of my car and popping my trunk up at the car wash, man. Say he was one song away. I was gonna be at the car wash with cassettes.
Jamil did his thing. He did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, but all praises, Delta. We really do appreciate you, lady. We cannot wait to see you next month. We got some more. We got more guests coming up soon. Ayob just turned me on to some people. You know, that's
Shout out to Big Homie.
Yeah, he coming soon. We got to get that date straightened out.
Okay,
we got to get him straightened out. Yes, sir. I seen Big Country the Hebrew in the chat. Shout outs to Big Country. I spoke to him last week.
Shalom, Mikey.
We got to get him and Judah Matthias on here soon. So yeah, we gonna get some. We got Yerp coming.
Get us some Florida up in here, some Florida up in here.
Yes, sir. Florida up in here, man. So we gonna got some stuff coming up. Yes, sir.
I'm excited.
Yeah, so yeah, I know we running a little bit behind, so everybody please stay with us tonight because we will not be getting up out of here at the regular time. It's gonna be running a little late, but I guarantee you that you will enjoy it. Delta, shalom, sister.
Shalom.
Appreciate you, sis.
Guys, later. Love
Shalom,
y'all.
sis.
Love you
too.
too.
Love you too.
Bye-bye.
All right, shalom.
You know we're gonna run when we have sis on here.
It's a party when she come on.
Right.
Say, man, that's my homie, man.
That's the homie.
That's the homie for real. For real. Yeah. I feel like I've been knowing Delta forever, man.
About 30 years.
Yeah.
Right.
Me and Sophia, we always say she remind us of one of our aunties that we had, man.
Aunties are one of the big cousins, yes, sir.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it is. It's my big cousin and his auntie, but yeah.
Right.
All right then. So I guess without any delay, man, I guess it's time to do what we come here to do, huh?
I got a couple of things before we jump right into our topics.
Okay.
First thing, from an HR perspective, for those of you that have employees under you or you're in the midst of hiring employees, you need a good worker, I have a tidbit for you. Choose a lazy person to do a hard job because a lazy person will find the easy way to do it.
Facts.
That's my HR tip for the day.
Drop a bomb on that, boy.
Right.
All right.
I'm gonna work smart, not hard. Do you hear me?
Absolutely.
Right.
So a couple of things that are hot topics, but didn't make our hit list for tonight. Obviously, South Carolina women's team won the championship with 38-0, I believe.
Right.
But several news platforms are under fire right now, receiving backlash because the majority of the coverage has been on Caitlin Clark and the Iowa team. They kind of forgot the fact that the Gamecocks won the whole thing, and they focused all their attention on Caitlin Clark.
We know why.
Yeah, we do. Dawn Staley got a little heat for a pregame question she was asked on Sunday before the championship game, in which they wanted her opinion on whether or not transgenders should be allowed to play with the natural born females. If you get a chance, go look up the interview. I think you'll find that she was very uncomfortable answering the question. I think she felt like she had to answer it in that way.
The way she did.
They did ask Iowa's coach the same question, but the way she answered, I think, was probably a better response. She just said, now is not the time, basically. So just go check that one out.
Yeah.
So Jonathan Majors, we talked about him last week, I believe, that he was convicted, that his assault charges were going to stand. They gave him, I think, a year probation, and he has to go to anger management and some other kind of counseling for an entire year.
Did the judge order him to stay away from white girls?
No, just that one.
Oh, dang.
Just that one.
Okay.
He might have got the gist, though.
Basically. And then this one kind of came out right before we got on the show. A Democratic Congresswoman suggests that Black people be exempt from paying taxes in the form of reparations. So it's curious to see where that one is going to go.
That's a start.
I'm with it.
That's a start. You tell me it's $1.99. That's all I want to pay.
Right.
And don't tax my land and don't tax my income. And I'm with it.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm with it.
All right. So yeah. So Facebook or Meta is looking at using the word Zionist and considering it as hate speech. So the Israel-Gaza war has generated a lot of talks and opinions, so much so that this platform has decided that it's going to now start enforcing its ban on hate speech by including more uses of the term Zionist when used as what is being touted as a hateful replacement for the word Jews or Israelites. So what are your thoughts on their approach to this new revelation that you can't say Zionist apparently?
Well, guess I started off. My wife and I was talking about this, and I think it's understood. We talked about this too one time on the show. All Zionists are Jews, but all Jews are not Zionists. That needs to be understood. And as far as Meta flagging the word Zionist, this has more to do with controlling the talk of what Israel is doing over there in Gaza to the general population over there, which is being controlled by guess who? Zionists. This is from the Washington Post. This show here we might have to go to the beach house next week. This is from the Washington Post. Anti-Semitism has soared on social media platforms in the wake of October 7 Hamas attack on Israel and Israel's subsequent campaign in Gaza Strip, a bloody conflict that has now claimed tens of thousands of lives and dispensed the vast majority of the population. Zionism is an ideology, it's not a race. This is what Nadim Nashif, the co-founder of pro-Palestinian digital rights group of 7 Hamla, said. I actually disagree with him, Ayob and Banat. Zionism is a political party. That's what it is, which has unlimited funds, which controls all other political parties across the world. Zionists are the employers of the president, the Congress, legislators, being the reason Biden cannot tell Netanyahu, if I said his name right, anything. He can't bring him up under his control because you can't tell your boss what to do.
Right.
You go look back at the fact of Zionism. This is what was going on in Germany during, what is it, World War I, World War II, what it is during that time, World War II, when all of those so-called Jews got displaced. So no, I don't buy for a minute that this has anything to do with race talk. I don't take for a minute that this has anything to do with what did they call it? I can't think of the word right now. Anti-defamation with Jews. This has to do with we got to silence the voice.
T-minus 30
because
seconds.
People are starting to notice what we are doing over there in Gaza, and it's not slowing down. We got another story that's going to come up that's going to like tail end on this thing as well, man, because hey, what they're doing over there is criminal. Everybody should be brought up on war crime.
9,
and that is being controlled
8,
by
7,
the Zionists.
6,
That's who is being
5,
being controlled
4,
by.
3, 2,
There it is.
1.
I'm done.
There it is. Good opener. I agree. I'm gonna go a slight different direction on the same line, but a slight different direction because you said something profound.
Minutes.
You talked about silencing the voice, right? I truly think, and I asked the question, Facebook or Meta, and I'll look in the camera and ask this: why now? Why now, though? So, as you say it, Zionism is a political ideology. Zionism is a nationalist movement that emerged, get this, Now, we as true Israelites, bloodline Israelites, are to do what? Getting back to the ancient paths, right? But check this. Zionism is a nationalist movement that emerged in the 19th century. Ain't nothing ancient about that.
Right.
So again, you're talking about Psalms 83, making up a confederacy against the nations. They don't even flag the N-word with the hard G-E-R. You could just, people just say that all over. They call us that all day on social media and Meta, and it's not flagged. But you want to flag the Zionist word. So why now? I truly think Vladimir Putin drew a line. And the more he drew the line, again, like I said last week's episode, they've always had a way to finagle out of that stuff when they heard about Hamashiach being us or the people of the book. They've always finagled, but now it's different. The Most High said, y'all ain't got to believe it. I just needed to reach the four corners. You're not going to believe it anyway. But my people will still be awakened every day. The more they awaken, again, the more they're going to awaken. So, yeah, that's the reason. Now, they got to flag it because they know that time is short. 19th century? And y'all the people? Come on, man. So, yeah, it goes hand in hand, what you said. What they doing over there, all those bumps, they should all be brought up on crimes right now, and those charges would stick. So they got to finagle a way to say, man, the more those people are waking up and know who they are, the more they find out who we are and not who we've been saying we is this whole time. 19th century, man, come on, man. We the people of the book. That book been around 2,000, 3,000 more years. We the ancient bloodline. So it just goes to show you, and that's my thoughts. They have to do this.
T-minus 20 seconds.
Putin revealing that just did the cherry on top of the icing what we've been saying. And they're back in the corner. They're back in the corner now.
9.
So they're gonna come out swinging.
7.
They're gonna come out saying anything to Deuteronomy 28:37.
2.
Byword.
1. 0.
Facts. And that was an excellent point that you brought out. And that was one of the things that, I'm glad you brought it out because that was definitely in my mind that it's crazy how everybody got protection.
Everybody.
But us. So that just take us right back to the scriptures.
Right.
Deuteronomy 28, Leviticus 26.
Right.
So all praises to the Most High. They gonna have this around here where we ain't gonna be able to say nothing. People gonna be doing YouTube videos like this.
Right. Keep telling you. That's why Mashiach, that's why he was like, look, we gotta speak in parables because they just walking around. Yeah. So yeah, man. Yeah.
All right. So speaking of covering up your mouth, you can't say what you want to say. This next story. This is Dripping Honey. Michigan teacher was forced to resign over her rap career. So Dominique Brown claims to have been forced to resign from Taylor Prep High School after 7 years due to her pursuit to become a rapper. Her stage name, Dripping Honey. Miss Brown's side of the story is that one parent complained last year and she spent 5 months trying to argue her point in that she should be allowed to pursue her dream as it has nothing to do with her professionalism in the classroom. She says that people should judge her work in the classroom and her ability to get through to her students before they cast judgment about her rap career. My question to you, would you want Miss Brown teaching your son or daughter? Why or why not?
I'll go ahead and go first if you don't mind on this one.
No.
Dominique Brown. Well, just to drop a couple of tidbits, I went on the YouTube page because I didn't even know that even existed. But Dripping Honey 101 on the YouTube page. Now she was let go at the end of February or in February. She had 3.02 thousand. I checked today. She is now at almost 11,000 subs. She did on her last day. She dropped a video with her students called Dripping 101. And I think that was on the thumbnail you just seen. That was the video. It recently went viral. She's today she's sitting at 252,000 views. So she's about to get a record deal because people know who you are now. And then they also jumped ahead of it. Charlemagne the God did give Taylor Preparatory School in Detroit, Michigan, Donkey of the Day the other day. And that pretty much gave her more boost. But to answer your question, I don't believe I would. And this is why. I would have to explain, and I get your side hustle because, again, teachers are the lowest paid and overworked in the world. Okay. My thing is, I thought it was just like Charlemagne. He was flabbergasted when DJ Envy and what's the comedian girl name on him?
Just
Hilarious told her that they was like, yo, have you, because he was like, nah, get your side hustle on. She need a hustle, boom, boom, boom. But when he went on the YouTube page, he was like, okay, never mind. And I was on the same way. Like, why did they fire her if it's positive rap? Because all you kept hearing her name was positive rap, positive this. Bruh. She was, to me, in my opinion, she was the teacher version of Sexy Red. I'm sorry. That's for what I saw.
T-minus 50 seconds.
I mean, the positive stuff, yeah, that's cool. But then again, my son and my daughter, with the way society is now,
T-minus 40
don't
seconds.
need to understand why they teach doing the same thing Cardi B, Sexy Red, Megan Thee Stallion. Because that's who she, when I went on the YouTube page, she's pattering after Megan Thee Stallion with all the twerking and everything. So in my opinion, for me, I would not be too happy if she was my daughter's son's teacher, because the explanation I'm gonna have to give on top of the homework and the schoolwork about their teacher, as a parent, you're probably gonna run out of options. So to answer your question,
7.
I mean, I hope her, I wish her the best. I wish one of us can get a hold of her and bring her in this truth, because she could use that child for the truth. But yeah, I would not be happy if she was my son or daughter teacher. It's sad.
Y'all don't take me to the shed and beat me.
Oh, you going.
Don't take me to the shed and beat me. But let me start off like this, though, for real. As a Hebrew Israelite, keeping laws, statutes, commandments, ordinance, no, without a doubt, I would want her teaching my child. Without a doubt. I just said last week, if I known when my kids were in school then what I know now, my kids wouldn't even be in public school to begin with, right? But I didn't know no better. But as one that lived my life like everybody else, or what you would call as a sheep, me, myself personally, I would be more concerned if she excelled in her job or not. I'm just going to be honest with you. I would have the ability to differentiate. I believe that every public school in America has a bigger problem to deal with than a rapping teacher.
True.
These are some numbers that I got from Fox News. And they only gave me back to 2022. I was looking for some more recent, but I couldn't find them. But check this out. Nearly 350 public educators was arrested on child sex related crimes in U.S. last year, averaging to almost an arrest every day on crimes ranging from grooming to child porn to raping students. Fox News Digital has found. A year-long analysis conducted by Fox News Digital revealed that from January 1 to December 31st of 2022, at least 349 kindergartens through 12th grade educators was arrested on child sex crimes. Now listen to this. 349 educators, including 5 principals, 3 assistant principals, 290 teachers, 26 substitute teachers, 25 teachers, aides spanning nearly every state in the country. At least 262 of the arrests, or 75%, involved alleged crimes against students. She could have been a pedophile. You see what I'm saying? This is the point that I'm making, man. My last point on this matter is that I don't agree with her content at all. Look, it's garbage. It really is, man. And you're right, Ayob. She put you in the mind of Megan Thee Stallion. That bitch, I kept telling my wife, she's a little mannish looking if you look at her. You know what I'm saying? But let's say this. But let's be clear. These are high school students. I'm sure that they're listening to way worse than what she is doing. Dripping Honey was only found out by a parent. If a parent hadn't have been looking and snooping wherever they were, she wouldn't even been known about. You dig what I'm saying? So now she's viral. She's about to get a record deal because of the numbers that you was talking about. But she got found out by a parent. Who knows what the parent does with the kids too? They subject to be listening to Nicki Minaj and Cardi B and whoever else with the kids. So it's the same as, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna end it. It would be the same as us doing this podcast. One of my employees come across it, take it to my boss, and then I get fired for doing this podcast, which has absolutely nothing to do with my job. That's a public school setting. Them public school kids, is she doing her job correctly or not? And I know many probably don't agree with me, but that's, you know what I'm saying? That's how you know what I'm saying? I take it.
Yeah. Good point. Alrighty. That's true. Wow.
All right. So Miss Brown shaking the earth along with these earthquakes that we've had in Taiwan, which was a 7.4, New York a 4.8, and Marina Island 6.8. So you got the 3 earthquakes in 2 days. Taiwan was on April 4th, and then on April 5th was the one in New York and the Marina Islands in New York. But would you be surprised if I told you there have been a total of 46 since January 1st of this year? The one that occurred January 1st in Ishikawa, Japan, was a 7.5 magnitude that killed 245 people and injured almost 1,300. There have been 9 in Indonesia alone and 4 in Japan since January 1. So I don't recall, and maybe I missed this somewhere, I don't recall any news platform speaking on the 7.5 earthquake in Japan. Maybe I missed it. But what is y'all's takeaways from the earthquakes, and why did they mention the one in Taiwan and not the one from Japan, which was a bigger one?
Go ahead, Al.
Isaiah 13, 9 through 15 says, behold, the day of the Most High cometh, cruel, both with wrath and furious anger, to lay the land desolate. He shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in its going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. He says, and I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. I will lay low the hardness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than golden wedge of Ophir. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Most High of hosts, and in the day of furious anger. And it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. My point in reading that is that we need to be preparing ourselves for the kingdom, people. That's what we need to be doing. Look, earthquakes happen all the time. They do, right? But in the rapidity of that they're happening, I'm hoping that that's a word that I just said, that they're happening now, it's off the chart. This here was a prophecy that Isaiah was giving us, man. Look, you heard Sister Delta talk about the awesomeness of the totality of the eclipse that she saw. And one thing that jumped out at me when she talked about that was, she said, I'm working on my attitude because I realized at that particular time that there ain't nobody else but the Most High. You understand? And so he's giving us warnings. This is what he's doing as to why they didn't report the one and did report the other, Sheer don't know. I really don't know. But the fact is that it was recorded and we know about it.
Seconds.
Right.
Babylon, and when you go read Revelation 16, it tells you Babylon is going to be divided into three places, three parts.
Seconds.
Yep.
That sounds like an earthquake to me.
Yep.
That sounds like an earthquake to me. So we are living for real in these days. We could either be scoffers right now, right? We could be scoffers, or we could pay attention to the handwritings that are being put on the wall and get ourselves together. Because look, sooner or later, that black Messiah, he is on his way. He's about to crack that sky. He's about to crack that sky.
We on wait. Well put up. Wow.
Before you jump in, Ayob, I saw you put it in the chat. Facebook done already took down.
They
Then already what?
They didn't already took
they took down the live.
Oh, for real?
They already took it down. I saw the message come up on the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that was.
I said,
what did it say?
Look,
something about.
It says we removed your content right there. You see it, the orange F. I was like, wow, dang, okay.
Yeah, they did.
Let me see. Okay, here it is. We're having trouble streaming to Facebook. This may be an issue on Facebook, and it's possible the stream was ended or deleted on Facebook. We'll keep trying and let you know if it is resolved. Nah, man, they tripping. Yeah, they done. Yeah,
they took it down.
The notification is right here. We removed your content. See why?
Yeah,
we know why. Like,
we know. All right, Ayo.
All right. So great chapter, great soliloquy.
T-minus 3 minutes.
They know what time it is. But listen to this though. This is the clips that you were speaking of. Signs and wonders, Wonderland, signs and wonders. Exodus 4:8. Now, henceforth, I don't be talking about numbers and everything, but it's nothing is a coincidence. But just listen to this verse, Exodus 4:8, and we all know what happened on 4:8. So check this out, Exodus 4:8. And it shall come to pass, if they will not believe thee, neither hearken to the voice of the first sign, that they will believe the voice of the latter sign. Check this out. They're not talking about the Okinawa, Japan earthquake, but folks in New York felt that in Brooklyn. Brooklyn. They felt it in one of the most dopest names of a city ever made. I was just talking about the other day, Far Rockaway, Queens. I love that name, Far Rockaway. But they felt it in Far Rockaway, Queens. We even never heard of that. 46 earthquakes in what? Diverse places, meaning various places that you wouldn't think. But here's the first sign. A lot of people, they talked about it briefly, but they're not talking about it no more. Because somebody may have said, wait a minute, Exodus 4:8, what was the first sign? Y'all remember on Friday 4/5 when the Statue of Liberty was hit by lightning?
I saw that image.
They talked about it briefly, but then they had to get right back to the earthquake and they stopped talking about it. They know what time it is. They know that when that sky is cracked, he ain't gonna have no blue eyes and blonde hair down his back. He gonna have a white afro and brown skin
and red eyes.
So like you said, it's the wrath. He is pouring the Most High is pouring his ruach, everything come out, but he is pouring his wrath out.
T-minus 50
the valves
seconds.
And the seals are being opened. And listen, again, Putin put that in, he started something in motion.
40 seconds.
He started something in motion, and he can only be obedient to what the Most High tells him to do. Everybody now, that whole thing, everybody's talking about
30 seconds.
What he was saying and what the audio was fact checked. Forget the audio. Look at the images he brought out. It's all connected.
20 seconds.
And that latter sign, that 4.8 on Monday 4:8 and Exodus 4:8 is going high. Jamel, the Trump rally say it's going down.
9.
Yeah.
So that is the reason the media is deliberately not talking about this
3,
stuff.
2, 1.
They are making sure, because they know, just like we said in the first segment, They know what time it is. They've always been able to finagle out of it, but they can't anymore. These words are coming to fruition. This prophecy. Man, this stuff ain't no joke. Like you said, like Sister Delta said, it was glowing. Come on. Whoop. Can't nobody else do that but the Most High.
Exactly.
Man,
we're gonna kick it to the music break, and we come back. We're gonna talk about that glow.
I've been missing all it feels like I can't get away. Got me weaving through the roads on Texas high. I see those days, but can turn back the pains of time. As it fades away, I live my precious life. As I live, the more I wanna go. As I live, the more I wanna go. And I'm hoping that those roads are paved with gold. As I live, the more I wanna go. Grab that Bible on my hip and then I go to work. I got my 6-string Strat on my lap and then I sing a verse. I bow my head, then I go and pray. Thank the Father for another day. I got my old boots on with the stack in my jeans. Cowboy cut, I don't feel a thing. Oh, I know where I belong. I said I know where I belong. And I know I fear just one thing, the Father who has set me free.
Finna make them even more mad. We finna make them even more mad. So, but we can't have nothing. And then they gonna have somebody like me and come and tell them, say, man, don't you know that we the first cowboys?
We the first cowboys.
We the first cowboys.
They called y'all ranchers, but we was the cowboys.
We the cowboys.
Y'all was ranch hands. Don't get me started. Yeah, that was dope.
All right.
Obadiah.
Talented brother, man.
That dude.
So he wore that cowboy hat like that for real.
Man, what? Oh, he got cowboy hat and the boots. Come on, man.
That's him.
That's how he roll.
Yeah, man. That's how Obadiah roll. Go look at you remember at the dripping sip.
Yeah, that's what I'm That's
that wasn't an outfit, that was him.
That was him.
Yeah.
He's a black redneck.
Yeah,
you know, it's a such
right.
thing.
Yeah, for real. He just didn't go buy that to wear it. That's his house.
That's his.
All the time, right.
That's his attire.
That's his attire. That's how he rolls.
Right.
Yes, indeed.
Already. Wait a minute. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Next up, what the eclipse? So you have some people reporting symptoms of feeling weird, naming things like headaches, nausea, insomnia, inability to eat, irregular cycles. There's old wives' tales that say that pregnant women should not be outside during an eclipse because it could harm their baby. Even had a lady that claimed God told her to kill some people through the eclipse. So my question, are the symptoms and theories people blame on the eclipse to be believed, or is it just that conspiracy and theories?
Go ahead, Doc.
Man, as far as people getting sick because of the eclipse, I don't believe it at all. One doctor said, I'm sure that when the moon and the sun aligned, somebody had a heart attack, but it wasn't because of the eclipse. Somebody just had a heart attack. Right. And I agree with that. You guys were already sick when the moon and the sun aligned, you know? It's enough craziness out there to be trying to add to the craziness. And this is something that I know about the media, is that they'll see one tweet out of a million and they'll take that one and make a story out of it. And they can make it go viral. So I don't know how many people actually said that. But let's talk about Talon Michelle Celestine, 22 years old, 22, left her Holmes County motel Monday and told motel staffers that she was directed by God to go on a shooting spree in relation to the total solar eclipse, even though the sunshine state of Florida was not nowhere near the path to totality. It wasn't nowhere near the astronomical phenomenon. Wasn't nowhere near the eclipse at all. Do y'all think that she was already crazy? I do. A little bit. I think she was already touched just a little bit, man. Is it possible that she had this particular day planned well in advance? And the question of all, where did this chick come from? I read 4 different articles trying to find some information on this chick. Guess how much information I got?
A smidge.
Zero. Nothing.
Not even a smidge.
Nothing. Look, I so wanted so bad to say that she was not a sleeper. I so wanted so bad to say she was not like a CIA agent, but how could I when she checks all of the boxes? She's from Georgia. She's in Florida. She's at a hotel, and then she's telling staffers this is what she's going to do. And at the end of every article, this is what it said. We're not sure what type of gun she used. Neither are we know if she bought it legally or not. That's political again.
T-minus 30 seconds.
They never veer far away from the script. And the thing that gets me is how many people fall for these false flags all the time. Now, this is what I was shocked about, Ayob. Benayob and Benat Shalahaya. I was shocked that they actually brought her into custody. She did not die. So maybe we'll get some answers.
Maybe we will.
But you know what I do believe? I believe it's gonna fade into the darkness as if it never did happen again. That's what that's what I believe.
I totally agree. I'm along the same sentiments and the same line as you.
T-minus 3 minutes.
If y'all can remember a while back, maybe an episode in the 120s, in the 110s, 120s, we talked about the lady that hit the ISUBK building in Indiana. Not a lot about her. They had her name and age, but not a whole lot. And sure to confirm, the reason I know, that's why I was holding up my zero sign, because I looked myself and there's not a smidge nowhere. It's nothing. So I had gotten my scripture, Ecclesiasticus 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in the fury lay on sword strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Okay, so there will be people that's gonna have to put this, that's gonna be agents of the Most High's wrath, right? So then I got to thinking, it's like, well, that's true, but you can't find nothing on her. Like, did she come over here with this whole sweeping of migrants coming over? Has she been over here for years? I mean, she's 22. They did say and look at the article. We always tell you how to read this stuff. The actual article said allegedly. It says officers allegedly recovered an AR-15 and a 9mm handgun from the Challenger. Well, 2 people were shot in the arm and didn't die. So she probably didn't use the AR-15.
Come on now.
And at close range, a 9mm, I got one of those, and they do some damage if you in the shot. So she might have shot him with a BB gun or a little 380. I don't know. And that's why. And she had a Challenger. Like, I know they in the news, they're talking about these migrants are over here getting houses and cars.
T-minus 50
I just
seconds.
I'm like you. I smell the 3-letter words, the alphabets, FBI, CIA. This got that written all over it, and
T-minus 40 seconds.
It was just the randomness of it, and the fact that the people that she allegedly shot, they didn't die, and she was alive.
T-minus 30
Right.
seconds.
Armed, so-called black female, lived.
Right.
They taking us out of here. We ain't got arms. So it's just,
T-minus 20 seconds.
this right here is just, I think, Ecclesiasticus 39:28. I think we'll start seeing more of this as the Most High pours
10,
out his wrath.
9,
but you gotta have
8,
discernment
7,
to see
6, 5,
what's going on out
4,
here. And y'all, please
2,
be safe
1.
out here. Always use discernment and be aware of your surroundings, cause this like that. And I'm sure we'll talk about this later in another episode. That whole squatter situation in New York, bro.
That's crazy.
Bro, it's getting crazy. It's getting real crazy.
It's crazy. And I want to throw this out since you said that. What's happening in New York? Y'all, please don't get it confused because they are allowing that to happen in New York intentionally. They are allowing that to happen in New York. Same thing what's happening on the west coast of California. But I'm gonna be quiet before the project manager tells me to stay on task.
All right, we got a couple more to go through. And this one is kind of a doozy. So y'all's president has decided, and his administration has decided that it is a good idea, and they are close to approving the sale of as many as 50 American-made F-15 fighter jets to Israel in a deal expected to be worth $18 billion. So in episode 139 on March 13th, we talked about how the U.S. was giving Ukraine $300 million in weapons, even as it lacked funds to replenish our own stockpiles over here. So obviously, with how they're handling this, there is no extent to which the U.S. continues to support the Israel military, endless considering the new sales of some of the U.S. most sophisticated weaponry. We out here giving away all kinds of stuff to all kinds of people, all kinds of countries. What's interesting about this is the fact that in recent months, Democratic lawmakers have called for restricting military aid to Israel until it allows more humanitarian aid into Gaza and does more to protect the civilians there. Since the Hamas attacks on Israel in October, which killed over 1,200 Israelis, the U.S. has made more than 100 foreign military sales to Israel. Most of those have fallen under the specific dollar amount that requires a notification to Congress. So in other words, they out here just willy-nilly giving away stuff and nobody is the wiser because they don't have to notify anybody. However, because of the amount of the F-15 sale, it requires Congress to be notified, which they did in January. This gives Congress time to review the details and ask questions before a formal notification goes out to the lawmakers. Aside from this huge sale, there is also concern over Biden's cabinet continuing to share intelligence with Israel. What is also worth noting is that the F-15s likely won't be delivered to Israel for 4 to 5 years. Said all that to say, what does America gain from this? What's the end game?
It depends on what America you are referring to. America the people or America the corporation, because the people of America, we're gaining absolutely nothing but higher taxes or weaker military, We're gaining more inflation. We're gaining a more demanding government. That's the only thing that we're gaining. But the corporation, on the hand, is gaining more power and control of more subjects and in a whole nother region of earth. Remember, I said in the first segment that all Zionists are Jews, but all Jews are not Zionists. Biden is doing what he is told to do. He worked for Zionists. Washington, D.C. is the military capital of the United Nations. I like when you said that it had to go through Congress. In other words, they were saying that if Biden could do this here without the approval of Congress, then he would. But it had to. There are people that are in Congress that really do want a slowdown of what is happening over there. But Biden's hand is tied. Mm-hmm. And this is why it's always said that the rich get richer during the time of war. Your congressmen, your legislators, your president, and all of these people, they have stocks in the companies of these companies that make these war materials. So while the common folks are starving, they're collecting more and more money. The last note, the Biden administration. I guess it's a child missing somewhere. Hold on. Yeah. Biden administration hand is as guilty.
Black hair with long braids. Last seen 11,000.
Man, I ain't never heard that before.
Texas,
Okay.
7706.
All right. Jesus. Okay. Man. The Biden administration hands are as guilty as Israel's hands too with what's happening over there in Gaza. They steadily giving them weapons. Now they're about to sell them F-15 fighter jets. And this comes on the heel just when Biden said that what? He was going to sit down with Netanyahu and tell him, yo, you need to calm down over there with what it is that you're doing with the civilian people over there. So if you're trying to get him to calm down, why is it that you're about to sell him more weapons to fight over there? What's left in Gaza right now to even that you need that much?
Right.
That's the question. 10, who is still 9, over there? Who 8, are they still fighting? 7, 6, that lets you know that 5, they have a whole 4, bigger 3, alternative 2, over there than just you see what I'm saying? No. This is something way bigger than what it is that we're looking at, people.
Boy, you very well put. I can't even talk. Very well put. You took the words right out of my mouth. It seemed like you're looking at my notes, but
T-minus 3 minutes.
It's something bigger. Like you said, what else is there to? I mean, good gracious, there's nothing left to bomb. No more buildings in Gaza. What else are you gonna do? So, with that being said, to preface the whole rundown, I do believe that somebody made the comment. I think it was Yame. She said they do and they fund both sides.
Most definitely.
And that's my take on this. To land back off what you're saying, there's something bigger and money is being given to both sides because the F-16s have been approved, but the F-15s, it said they won't even be delivered immediately. They got to be built from scratch. So I'm like, man, that's manpower. Somebody got to make the metal. They got to buy the metal, the windshields, the bullets. The very first topic we talked about.
T-minus 2 minutes.
They're gonna got us kicked off Facebook, and we probably gonna be in the vacation beach house next week. They didn't wait. Facebook was like, "Oh yeah, y'all
out of there."
That Ben Ayoub gonna say Facebook and Meta Zionists. Oh yeah, y'all out of here. But with that being said, it's a bigger plan behind closed doors that somebody got to buy that stuff, and somebody has written a blank check.
Yep.
And say, look, here you go. If this side win, we'll make sure y'all get out of this inflation stuff. We'll cut more checks and print more money. If this side wins, we'll make sure you get this kind of land and this territory will be given back to you, or more will be given. So the U.S. Biden is, like you said, his hands are tied because some of the congressmen are like, nah, we shouldn't be getting involved because guess what? What we keep saying on this show, it's an election year.
That's right.
T-minus 1
He's
minute.
got to do something to get the people in agreement to vote for him because right now, you just turned 211 years old, and it ain't looking too good, bro.
Right.
It ain't looking too good. I mean, and with Donald Trump and all kind of legal stuff, it's just I just smell a rat. I smell a big giant one, and I think this is just a signal or a sign that again the pressure is 30
seconds.
And what happens to a pressure cooker? You eventually, when you put that hot water on to make that tea or coffee in the morning, it's eventually going to whistle
20 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And we are on our way. So somebody else, I think D-Elect 12 made the comment. My main thing is as a nation, we got to be ready and prepared. We got to stay prayed up.
That's right.
5,
real.
4,
So
3,
that's my take.
2,
I think it's going to benefit the USA, like Shirt said, far as the corporation, but the American people are going to get pulled in agreement and have war crimes held against them and vote a president in because he's going to appease what they want.
Yep, he got to, man. He has to.
He has to.
Since 1933, this place was sold to Zionists in 1933. Really 1923, but 1933 put the icing on the cake. This was no longer the America that them folks' forefathers had expected for. 1933, it was a done deal.
Right.
It was a done deal. Every president has worked for the Zionists. That's why John F. Kennedy got his head blown off because he did not want to work for the Zionists.
Right. He did not want to do it. He did not want to. Yeah, I just believe this is it could get ugly real quick.
I bet they saying, boy, them Negroes over there, they just read the article and they just signing in this is up over there. Man, what's wrong with them?
Hey, Batman gonna show up in a minute and slap both of y'all.
I'm telling you, boy, Batman gonna be like, hey man, you can't say that.
I said. All right, well, this next story is from a girl, Shaka Boom. You may never ever get on the plane after this one, sis. I apologize. All right, so these
just don't get on one of them.
These Boeing jets are falling apart. I initially thought, it was the same type of jet. It's not. You've got 737s, 747s, 757s, 777s, 787. You got a lot of these Boeings, but they're all Boeing. I will say that they're all Boeing. So Alaska Airlines, January 5th, a Boeing 737 MAX 9 craft operated by Alaska Airlines was forced to make an emergency landing shortly after departing Portland International Airport after a shoddy installed door flew off in midair. All Nippon Airways, January 13th, a Boeing 737-800 operated by Japan's All Nippon Airways was forced to cancel its takeoff after a window in the cockpit cracked. Atlas Air, January 18th, videos posted on social media on January 19th showed flames coming out of a Boeing 747 over Miami. The flight had been bound for Puerto Rico, but was grounded after the crew detected an engine failure. Delta Airlines, January 20th. This incident took place at Georgia's Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport and involved a Boeing 757. The flight number DL-982 bound for Bogota, Colombia, was taxiing on the runway to prepare for takeoff when it was discovered that its front nose wheel had fallen off and rolled away.
All of these Boeings.
Yeah. United Airlines, February 6th, flight number 1536 was bound for the Bahamas on this date after departing New Jersey, but upon landing, it was reported to have experienced stuck rubber pedals, prompting a probe from the National Transportation Safety Board. United Airlines, March 7th, United Boeing 777-200 bound from San Francisco to Japan was forced to reroute to Los Angeles immediately after takeoff after one of its wheels fell off.
It's going.
LATAM Airlines, March 11th. Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner, bound from Sydney, Australia to Auckland, New Zealand, experienced a mid-flight technical issue that resulted in the craft dropping mid-flight, injuring 50 people on board. United Airlines, March 13th, a Boeing 777-300 bound from Sydney to San Francisco was forced to turn around and land where it started after a fuel leak was reported after takeoff.
Come on, man.
And United Airlines, March 15th, a Boeing 737-800 bound from San Francisco to Medford, Oregon, arrived at Rogue Valley International Medford Airport with an exterior
We ain't even
panel.
got the April yet.
Exterior panel missing, having seemingly fallen off during the flight. So I think I've read enough. I think my sis is already.
You had more?
Yeah, I think my sis has already decided she ain't ever.
Just don't get on a Boeing, Shaka Boom. It's
getting on a plane.
I wouldn't even get on a Boeing.
But with that, you have been. But with that being said, one of the things that I noticed in a recent trip that I made to California, the pilot and co-pilot actually do a walk around the plane before takeoff and after you land. They do a walk around.
Pre-trip and post-trip.
Basically is what they're doing, but they're looking at stuff. I don't know how much you can see just looking.
Right.
Exactly. So my question is this negligence on the part of the airlines, or should Boeing be held accountable as well for all these failures?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes to what? Is it
both?
Okay. Well, okay. Let's start the clock.
Both of them.
I'll let you take this one.
Yes, both of them. It's Boeing and the airlines. How in the world? And I guess my wife is gonna have a new slogan, y'all. If it's on Boeing, she ain't going. That's gonna be the motto. If it's on Boeing, I ain't going. But yeah, man, y'all, Boeing, and they recently to solidify and confirm this. Boeing, and I remember seeing this. Boeing employees was asked a survey, and I guess it was stemming from all these incidences. Boeing employees was asked on a survey if they would ride on a Boeing, and guess what? Majority answered no. Now this is before I even knew any of this. So the employees is like, nah, we ain't getting on one of them. It's crazy to me that these birds, you know how much these airplanes weigh, how big they are, to be in the air like that and to have malfunctions. Man, listen to me. If I'm in the air and the captain came on the horn and said everybody stay calm, but one of the wheels and fell off, man,
it's a whole
it's a whole different ball game now.
What is calm?
Right, stay calm. Don't even say that. Just I don't know. But to answer your question, Banav, yeah, I think Boeing and the airlines should be ashamed of themselves. Again, pilots are trained from the naked eye to detect. You see something, say something, but still, like you said, sometimes the naked eye is not going to see a screw loose over the engine hole that flap is going to come off.
Exactly.
I'm not going to be sitting window seat and see that, but I'm going to see when the screw actually inside come loose,
T-minus
and the
1
thing
minute.
comes off and fire shoots out. It's too late. It's too late. With you 20,000 feet up in the air, and that one screw that they didn't quite tighten comes off. Come on,
T-minus 50
Boeing,
seconds.
and I think again, just like the last topic we just talked about, with so many millions and billions of dollars, because you have to understand, like we've done before, talked about before, DARPA, even the airlines, these are all government contracts.
T-minus 30 seconds.
They don't tell you that, but these companies that build you got to have somebody build the wings, the wheels, you got to buy the rubber that makes the wheels, you got to buy the screws, the metals. Some of these screws are this big on those wheels. I mean, oh, that was hard. What was that? Anyway.
Did you do a heart?
I did a heart. Anyway, Boeing and airlines, y'all need to be ashamed of yourself. Putting people actual human souls in these vehicles in the air like that, and all these issues, they both, to answer your question, yes, they are both to blame. Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Crazy.
What did John Barnett say? He said it was all about saving money, time cutting, and cutting corners. That's what he said.
Yep.
Barnett was in the middle of a detailed deposition against Boeing, in which he alleged that Boeing retaliated against him in numerous ways for speaking out against the production practices that made the planes unsafe. Now think about that. This was a guy who was ahead of safety at one time, and he was in a deposition about the practices that Boeing had that made these planes unsafe. These allegations included that he was told to work the gray areas and not document defects. Do you know how many people fly yearly? No, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, 30,000 feet in the air. And they telling this man, do not report the defects on the plane and submit an incomplete bill record, which constitute a criminal felony offense and has potential to adversely impact the safety of the flying public. Now, on the third day of his deposition, which was March 9th, Barnett was found dead from a gunshot wound in a truck in a Holiday Inn parking lot. It was ruled a suicide by the county coroner within 48 hours. Do you really think that this man killed himself?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
What I think is that this man was trying to make the public aware of the negligence, to your answer, Banat Shalahaya, that Boeing is giving us. Look, it's all about money to these people. They could care less. Just buy the ticket. At the end of the day, they done their job. Once you on that plane, you are on your own. You see what I'm saying? We'll clean up on the back end. We just saw what do you call them? Ships? What do you call them? Vessel running to a bridge in Baltimore because they tried to cut corners. They wanted to save money and not have a tugboat there, right? They had been doing this for years, but then it bit them in the butt. Look, I don't care how many pilots walk around a plane. You are not going to see a screw that is attached to a door that holds that door up when you 30,000 feet in the air. You're not going to know. You're not going to know if a screw is missing on a wheel that holds that wheel together. You are not going to see that.
Right.
There are certain things you are not going to see. The engine is missing a screw or a bolt or something. You're not going to see that. There's only so much that the naked eye can see. All of this here goes back to where? It goes back to the production. When these planes come in, we have absolutely no idea how old these planes are. These planes probably been flying since I've been born. 50 years old.
That's it, Doc. And you know that before he was taken out of here, he even said, I can't remember where it was. I don't know if it was CNN or Fox News or one of these podcasts. He was like, I'm not gonna kill myself. I don't have.
That's what he said.
And if I leave up out of here, y'all know it's something crazy.
That's exactly what he said. He said it was not suicide.
Not suicide. That's what he said. But yeah, if it's on Boeing, I ain't going. So
that's for real. And my wife just told me I was on the Boeing. I had no idea. But I tell you this, that was my first time flying, and I was scared too. And when I was on that plane, I sat by the window. I don't know if I ever told you. I was looking at the wings, and I was looking at the beating that those planes take when they in the air. Those planes be taking a beating, man. And I was watching that plane and how it was shaking. I was like, man, what if the skin of this plane just, because that's what it looked like. It looked like it's just going to rip off.
It'd be wobble. That wing up there is fierce. That wing is fierce. And like I said, something that big with that amount of weight going that fast, like, that's some type of sorcery. Right?
Shaka Boom ain't getting on no plane. I'm not getting on no cruise.
Yeah.
Oh, my thought is, look, at the plane drop.
Yes, sir. Nah.
It doesn't hit the ground at impact. I'm out of there. Boom! It's quick.
You're right.
On a cruise,
That water.
They tell us that we sinking. Don't you know that's gonna take a month to sink?
Right.
I'm out here in the water a whole month contemplating how I'm gonna die.
I'm good. I'm good. Right.
And with that being said, let's go take it to this next music break. Y'all play too much.
Had to get up off the block. Change my life round the clock. 24/7, the Most High is on top. Yes. Had to get up off the block. Had to get up off the block. Hey, get up off the block before your time stops. Off the block, feeling so amazing. All praises to the Most High as I'm gazing in the scripts, the Bible. Gotta keep a clip and dump it on all of my rivals. Cause them demons pop up out the blue. Don't need a handy dandy notebook when I spot a clue. No, cause I see you. Lay your hand on this body, then lay an I see you. Even worse than that, cause Christ ain't playing. He coming back with fire, looking like a Super Saiyan. Slice, dice, yeah, I'm on the road, living Christ like, walking righteous as I stroll. On this narrow path, focused on my goal, to reach the kingdom that's within like my soul. I can never sell it cause it already been bought. My Savior paid the price even though it was our fault. Gotta love yourself so you can truly love your neighbor. And if you love your neighbor, you truly love the Creator. And if you love the Creator, then you on the right track. And I ain't talking the beat, he'll fix you where you at. Yes, and I ain't reppin' no set. I'm just rolling with my Savior who got me out of the mess. I had to pass the same test that I kept failing. And once I did, he picked me up off the ground like a watermelon. Yes, and I'm seated, so I'm planting them daily. Got my head down to the plow, no looking back, I'm ready. Letting the spirit flow everywhere I go. Shout out to Polo Co, we hit him with that song before. Reflections of a running man, I'm running, man, to reach the crown and helping everybody that I can. If you don't want to help yourself, then keep on suffering. The Father waiting on you to reach out for his hand. Had to let go of the green, no more Peter Pan. I thought I was flying, but really was chained down to land. That stronghold had me stuck in the bottle like a cork. Had to break it, now I'm free like I'm chilling on a resort. Christ is my lawyer, no public defender when I'm in court. We all gon' get judged, so remember we falling short. So we need him, and if your spirit out of shape, get in the book, cause it will never need gems. No treadmills or no dumbbells. We was hanging on the block hurting people and making dumb sales. The Most High always gives us a way out. We end up closing the door, so we stick with the same route. That only leads to a dead end or jail pen. Writing your baby mama and the side girlfriend. You wanna read letters? Open the New Testament. I'm spreading the gospel. New covenant's what I'm referencing. Yes, got up off the block. Had to get up off the block. Changed my life round the clock. 24/7, the Most High is on top. Yes, had to get up off the block. Had to get up off the block. Hey, get up off the block before your time stops.
Yeah, I like that, man.
Yeah.
Like that. Check. 1, 2. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Oh man, what we got? Beyond critical race theory. Now, this one is a little different. I wanna all of our beyond critical race theories is to provoke thought, to make you think about the things we were not taught in school, the things you don't see on the TV that teaches us who we truly are and our true essence. Me and the Ark was chopping up earlier backstage about the non-support in Yasharal. Even outside of Yasharal, in the so-called Black community, it's like the crab in the bucket mentality, right? We just don't support each other. I see more people giving Rick Ross and Little Baby a birthday shout out on social media, Facebook, then they can plug in to somebody's music or one of our podcasts or something like that. And it's just not cool. This right here, and this is from another African archives. I believe from what our celebrities, as I'm reading this and going through this, because it's a very short article, I want y'all to think about the hand gestures. You may see LeBron James and Jay-Z and Rockefeller and all our celebrities, those hand gestures they put up. And I truly believe that all of the non-support and not having anything when we came out of slavery started these type clubs, and then it evolved into non-support from our own, and then the other side having to come in and fund it and putting their ideas into it. Because I want you to think about, as I read this, think about then, and I want you to think about now what the diamond hand gesture they be throwing up. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to talk about the Beyond Critical Race Theory tonight is the Pyramid Club. Never heard of this, but it makes sense. It makes sense that what I see now, these hand gestures that they be throwing up, it makes sense. The Pyramid Club. The Pyramid Club was founded in 1937 by prominent so-called Black attorneys, doctors, and businessmen for the cultural, civic, and social advancement of so-called Black Americans who were barred from many of Philadelphia's restaurants, clubs, and social organizations because of their black skin or brown skin. Now, listen where I'm going now. Club members who represented a cross-section of the city's Black American community purchased a building at 1517 Girard Avenue in 1940, which they renovated for the purpose of hosting social and cultural events. The club at first was for men only, but women attended events held at the site. There was also a ladies' auxiliary, a Pyramid Wives Club, and a women's coordinating committee. Women could also serve on the club's exhibition committee, which helped select and organize exhibitions. Black-owned, operated, and financed, the exclusive club contained reception rooms, meeting rooms, a dining room, and a membership lounge known as the Crystal Bar. The membership fee was $120, around $2,600 in 2024, and monthly dues were $2.40, which around this time it would be about $53. By the mid-1940s, the club had 350 members. All members were required to join the NAACP. You see what I'm saying? Now it started out.
They were required to.
There you go. Now, programming consisted of, get this. Now, like I said, think about today, think about then in the 1940s, and think about today. And the hand gestures you see. Programs consisted of music festivals, art exhibitions, cooking demonstrations, parties, luncheons, lectures, and guest speakers. The annual art exhibition held from 1941 through 1957 showcased the work of upcoming African-American artists from Philadelphia and New York. Every year, the club published a popular pictorial album illuminating the life and times of the Black Philadelphians. Famous faces at the club included poet Langston Hughes, songstress Marian Anderson, actress and dancer Josephine Baker, educator and philanthropist Mary McLeod Bethune, civil rights activist A. Philip Randolph, and legendary musicians Louis Armstrong and Duke Ellington. The club supposedly closed in 1963. And we know what all happened around that time. So yeah, to me, again, like I said, we started out, it was something good for us because we didn't have a lot. But over the years, the other side, it morphed. The other side said, hey, let me put some money into it. You don't have to charge no more. Let me, just invite me. I love to see y'all dance. I love to see y'all sing. Then they start funding it. So now in 2024, you got these exclusive, like I said, music festivals, art expeditions, speaking, cook. You got all the, look at the Diddy stuff. In the 80s and 90s, this stuff was regular. See sexual. So all this stuff was regular. Now it's coming out that it's sex trafficking and things like that. And you always see Rockefeller, Jay-Z, Beyonce, LeBron, they throwing up that what? They say it's a diamond, but it's a pyramid. So did the Pyramid Club, did they say they disbanded only for to become a secret organization into the life of celebrities, and then it evolved into something sadistic and crazy? What's your thoughts on that, the Pyramid Club?
Yeah, I'm with you 100 on that, man. Because the thing is over here, we always have to remember that we as black people, we were brought here for a specific reason, which was to be servants. And so whenever we start doing anything that's going to cause us to rise above servitude, the landowners, which stole the land, they get beside themselves and they figure out ways, even if it's by deceit, how to keep us in our position of servitude. So many of them that are in those black secret societies, the boule now is what it's called, which is the umbrella of a whole lot of other ones. They don't realize, because see, listen to the names that he called out. Langston Hughes. These are servants. It don't matter how much money they have, how much fame they have, how much popularity they have. They're servants. Look at how he said they infiltrated. Look, we'd like to see you sing. We'd like to see you dance. Let us fund that there. That's the problem right there. Yep. That's what even happened to our music of hip hop. Remember when hip hop first started? It was a sound for us and by us. Then when those Jews got a hold to it, it became a whole different sound.
Corporate. It became
a whole different sound. So now you got these individuals that are a part of these clubs. Yeah, they look like us, but they not us. Same thing I tell people about Moors. When you go look at the history of the Moors look like us, but they are not us though. That was a secret society that was owned and gave reverence to the kings that were in England. So yeah, I'm with you 100% on that, Ike. 100%, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I like I said, I came across that. I mean, you was talking about that earlier. I was like, wow, that's just right on the BCRT. It's just we don't support, and then instead of we get to complaining, y'all charging $250 to get in. We broke and we trying to make it. So then here come the other side, say, you know what, we'll fund it.
Right.
And then it turns into something wholesome.
Right.
That
They become the masters now. You gotta follow the money,
and it becomes perverted. Literally and figuratively over the years. Now, I believe with the whole Diddy and R. Kelly, that's where we are now. That's what it turned into. It went from, like you said, hip hop was liberation. It was our voice, how we struggle in the hoods, and how we overcame by not money or funding, but by our soul and our spirit that the Most High gave us. Now, our souls are corrupt. We sold it as a
you got what is his name? Lear Core. You know what I'm saying? Say, man, that dude is the devil, man.
He's the devil. Over Def Jam Records, Live Nation. He the devil.
Yeah, he the devil.
So yeah, we're gonna most definitely be in the vacation house next week.
Yeah. Oh yeah, all right. Beach home it is. Especially after this next one.
I don't know if I paid the rent.
Oh boy.
Well, we'll find out, won't we? So next on the block, it being exposed.
Man, this what we're gonna do it. Boy, we walking on thin ice for real. Boy,
well, at least y'all did it all in one show. We should get it all out in one show.
We didn't spread it out. We got it all.
Yeah, we're gonna be in the vacation home. At least it's gonna be all because of one show, not multiple.
Hey, I bring the red wine.
All right.
I bring
the red wine. Yeah.
All right, so I'm not even going to go into a whole lot on this one because I know y'all got some facts and figures yourselves, but everything we said could, would, or might be an issue with DVOG 19 is now an issue and so much more. So what's more surprising, the types of injuries being reported or the number of injuries being reported?
You can go ahead out. This one.
With me, neither.
T-minus 3 minutes.
The type of injuries or the number of injuries. In fact, I'm inclined to believe that there may be more injuries of different kinds. And I believe that the numbers are greater because we got to understand in the article that we have, these are the ones that was just reported. According to the Epic Time, 780,000 reports contained in the newly released data were made after various DVOC 91 jabs were released to the public during the pandemic. People who received the jab reported having issues with seizures, heart inflammations. 780,000 is probably less than 1% of all the people who actually took that drink. 780,000. It's probably less than 1%. One individual reported loss of consciousness and a seizure immediately following the taking the drink. Went to the ER by ambulance. Another person reported that they received Bell's palsy diagnosed after experiencing left side facial numbness and paralysis. Now, I don't know if y'all remember that nurse or not that passed out on national TV after getting stuck.
Yes.
At the very beginning of all of this. Guess what? Ain't nobody still heard nothing from that lady. I mean, she just passed smooth out. She took it, and I think she was like one of the first. She got it, and then she just passed out. She was a nurse. Ain't nobody still heard from her. The CDC previously refused. This is the thing that got me. The CDC was refusing to publish the V-Safe reports. Epic Time reported that the agency was forced in a lawsuit to release other information in 2022. The information showed approximately 8% of 10 million users needed medical care after receiving DVOC 91 jabs. The newly released report showed that some individuals experienced potential side effects such as suicidal thoughts 24 hours after the jab. She said that I was fatigued, could not stay awake. I also have some very strong suicidal thoughts and zero appetite. So the two things that I am surprised about is this.
20 seconds.
One, that they're still pushing and promoting DVOC 91 jabs. And the second is that people are still partaking in DVOC 91 jab. Look. How many times have we said it on this show? Since the rollout of it, we've been experiencing deaths that we have never seen before in our lifetime. So no, I'm not surprised by either.
All right. I totally agree. And it's my things that the surprise is, like you said,
T-minus 3 minutes.
The reassurance that still to this day that they're giving that it's not harmful, and then to double down on that, the acceptance of it. Like I'm like, ain't nobody figured out yet that it's unusual to have a suicidal thought, zero appetite, seizures immediately after or 24 hours after the DVOC 91 jab. Like, come on, people. Like, y'all swear y'all woke, society. How can you not figure that out? That's simple.
Right.
So that's one thing. But another thing that got me, I don't know if anybody may have, you probably heard of it. He wasn't that famous, but he was a pretty well-known player. Two-time Pro Bowler Vontae Davis. Just recently, 38 years old. Now, he was with the Miami Dolphins for a while. He was lastly with the Buffalo Bills, and he infamously a couple years ago, remember, he the one that retired at halftime. They went to halftime, and he recently passed away suddenly, 38 years old. Yeah, and nobody's talking about it. You know why? I could probably assure you that he got the DVOC 91 jizzab.
Mm-hmm.
That's alleged. I don't know that for sure. But at 38 years old, retired a couple years, and all of a sudden at 38,
you out of here.
You out of here? athlete in the prime shape of his life. He retired when he was like 35, 36 at halftime. He was like, I'm good. I just don't want to do it no more. I don't love. He's out of here. 780,000 to me, like Sure said, is underreported. I know it's way more, but it says the report showed that other people struggle with symptoms that were similar to an allergic reaction. Man, you want to talk about blurred lines? Boy, they they'll tell you, oh, you had an allergic reaction? Oh, well, let's do some tests. Oh, well, look like you got traces of so-and-so.
T-minus 40 seconds.
Let's jab you with this. You don't have to worry about it. And there they go. We go rolling up our sleeves and boom. I mean, they even had Travis Kelce all year. 30 seconds. They just won the Super Bowl, but all year you see him dressed in that blue suit. And what was he promoting? Go to the doctor, roll up your sleeve. Crazy, y'all. So I'm just surprised. Like I said, I am surprised that they are still reassuring the fact that it's safe, even amongst all the reports, and then to double down, the actual public is accepting that reassurance that it's safe, and it's still to this day getting it by the thousands. Blows my mind. I ain't never seen nothing like it. It's crazy.
You know, one of the first things the doctor asks you right before they prescribe you medicine is, are you allergic to anything?
Are you allergic?
They roll this junk out and it's one size fit all.
It's crazy, bro.
No matter, I mean, you know, it don't matter. They never ask, are you allergic to anything? They never ask, are you on certain? And actually, I'm gonna put this out here. I want us to do a show coming up soon at some point on pharmaceuticals. Have y'all ever paid attention to those commercials?
Man,
have you ever paid attention to those commercials?
They got more side effects than be wary of affixia dysplasia and microscopically anormal of your eye. I mean, they just. I'm like, what is?
I'm like, man, you know what? Something with bad skin, I'd be all right.
Or I think sometimes what's worse is whatever the medication is supposed to fix, it can cause that symptom still. Like if you take a medication for constipation, it'll tell you, you know, you could have diarrhea or stronger symptoms of constipation. What?
But no. But what about the ones that they give you for anxiety, and then it'll tell you that it is still the side effect is suicidal thoughts? Well, I'm already having.
I'll take the anxiety minus the suicidal thoughts.
Right.
Taking the medicine on the
let me just keep my anxiety. Let me bite on my nails or something else.
To Jamil the Trunk Rattler, one of his comments was his cousin had a reaction from it and passed. We are, condolences to your family, man. But you know, it's crazy that so many people ran and took it out of fear.
Well, I think what's crazier is the companies that were forcing their employees to get it, and telling them that you're going to be terminated. Some companies even went so far as to terminate their employees. And what I'm hearing now, because of the arena I work in, what I'm hearing now is there are a lot of cases that are coming lawsuits that are coming up from previous employees who lost their jobs because they refused to get it. And now the government can't even sanction it. So there's going to be a lot to come as a result of that. It's insane.
I'm just waiting for the commercial. If you
or your loved one,
you know,
was affected by, you may be entitled to compensation.
Look, I'm gonna just start calling just to see what this.
Please call our law offices at.
I was affected. Yeah, don't sign me up.
Right.
Yes, indeed.
Right now, is it Walmart? Walmart is saying that they owing customers money for something.
Overselling produce. Overpricing their produce.
I told my wife, I said, hey, I thought Walmart was giving money away for for employment. All them daggum self-checkout lines they got up in there. I thought they was finally finna give me my paycheck.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's why they
I'm getting the employee discount.
And then they want to stand at the door and check your say, man, if you had somebody checking people out, you wouldn't worry about people stealing your products.
Right. Now bring your hand.
Got 151 employees in here, and they all walking around, ain't doing nothing, and one line open.
Crazy.
Yeah, I don't like Walmart. But I think I'm finna go as soon as the show over with.
I'm about to sign me up.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Oh, man.
Yes, indeed. Man, say it's been great. Ben Yahoo say, man, I appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate you as well. Appreciate you.
We will be back here next week.
Hopefully.
Keep us posted on that R&B hook, but not Shalahaya. We appreciate you.
I heard you, Ben Ayob. I heard you.
What did he say?
Hopefully.
He said we'll be back here next week.
I know, right? Hopefully. Man.
Oh, no, boy. Man, they didn't waste no time on Facebook. They were like,
I was just going to say that.
Y'all out of here.
They
turned that off quick. And I knew it was coming. As soon as I got that notification, your live has been removed. I was like, okay.
Yeah, man. Say, I'm under the impression, though, and I could be wrong, but I'm under the impression that when they cut you off, or when they kick you out, you're saying something right.
Something right.
You're saying something
That's
right.
usually how it goes.
Yeah. So
it might have been Mark Zuckerberg might have pulled it himself. He was over there.
Mark, come look at this. Come take a look at this.
Oh, you know what? They gotta go. Hit the enter button quick.
Don't tell me. Is it that Ben Ayob and that Yashub Shia? No, wait a minute.
Again?
Yeah.
It's them people.
Yes, hey man, this has been great. We love y'all. We'll see y'all back here next week. Well, maybe. Hey, we will keep you posted, but we just to fall up out of here with Trapped in the Darkness featuring Jamil, the Trunk Rattler, and Hundo out of Tunde. Let's get it.
Love y'all.
Peace out.
Yes, sir. Hundo. Sick of being in a place treated like a disease. Tired of walking up right, but I'm living on my knees. Tired of niggas mugging me, giving me them strange looks. What you looking at, bruh? You must wanna get took. I try to be peaceful, but it's a waste of time. You bumping guns, but I'ma put it on your mind. What if I punch you in your mouth, make you swallow your teeth, thump your nose into your face until you go to sleep?
Hold up, bruh, you tripping. If you take it that route, you'll be another victim in the system, living with doubt. Just hear me out. I know they flipping and bugging, but don't be stubborn. You got a lot to lose if you wild out and start busting. Don't you got a wife and kids? What you look like? You kill a nigga, then you been punishment for life. Who gon' raise your daughters? What you think your wife gon' sit and be faithful because you screwed up? Open up the Bible and dive in that good news, bruh.
I'm trapped in the dark, scenes that I can't escape. How can I find the light to the path, to the gate? My mind is full of evil, wanna see someone hurt. Ain't gonna be happy till I see them in the dirt.
You ain't trapped, you just overthinking. The problem is you wasting time thinking about these heathen. Ready to kill somebody, you just looking for a reason. But that's ill. Exodus 20, thou shalt not kill. Know
I
the
feel
drill.
like choking somebody out. Put my hands around the neck, put that pistol in their mouth. Gonna give me my respect. Don't like the co-workers at my job talking sideways, being disrespectful. Live mouth, manly in their ways. Tired of women talking crazy, must think I'm weak. I should go upside the head and knock them off their feet. The attention is building, I'm about to explode. Rage is turning up on this dark and lonely road.
Say, bruh, you still tripping? Talking about hitting women? What about your daughter? Think about her. What if she gets slaughtered? If somebody went upside your wife head, how would you feel? Bro, you talking out your neck, you need to chill. And them niggas at your job don't pay your bills. so pay him no attention. And you know the Most High watching, and he know your true intentions. And did I fail to mention, you supposed to love your brother, even if he tripping, love him from a distance. You with it?
I'm trapped in the dark, seems that I can't escape. How can I find the light to the path, to the gate? My mind is full of evil, wanna see someone hurt. Ain't gonna be happy till I see them in the dirt.
You ain't trapped, you just overthinking. The problem is you wasting time thinking about these heathen. Ready to kill somebody, you just looking for a reason. But that's ill. Exodus 20, thou shalt not kill. Know the drill?
Yeah.